Hi, this is Leslie Early from leslieearlydesign.com.
And I'm Tyler A. Whitaker, and you can find me on LinkedIn at Tyler A. Whitaker.
Oh yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn too. Okay, and we are here to do a quick review of some awesome things we like about IDLance.
Yes,
You had a chance to actually beta for them, right, Tyler?
that's right. I reached out to Andrea on LinkedIn because we both are instructional designers from Nashville, Tennessee, and she asked if I would want to beta test for her website, and I was like, of course. And I'm so glad I did because it's so unique. It's such a unique experience.
And I'm so glad you did too, because then you shared it and then I saw it and now I get to enjoy it as well. So I guess we'll just go ahead and share a couple things that each of us that really, I'll share what really caught my attention as soon as I came over to idlance.com. I love their tone. So I'm not sure who's the writer, the copywriter on this. I think it's Andrea, but it's just great. I mean, right here, even on the front page, you can see ditching your cozy cubicle, private glass-walled office, or collaborative open floor plan. By the way, I hate open floor plans. So they had me hooked right there. So, but aside from the tone of the voice, the amount of content that they have in here is kind of crazy, and a lot of it is actually free. Like some of it's behind a paywall, but a lot of it is free. So let me just sign in though real quick onto mine, because I got lucky and got in on the deal that they have. I'm not sure if they still have the lifetime membership deal going on, but so yeah, they have like this section learn, obviously, that has all their different topics, everything from where to start, the shit is getting real, like how to prepare if you're still working full time. The one that I really liked is let's have a money ball and represent. I actually use this. Let me just see if it's in here. To the logo maker. Oh darn! I should have found it more. Yeah, so they have all these different, lots of different good content in here. Topics that we all are a little bit intimidated about when we first, contemplate becoming a freelancer, like taxes, starting a business, how do you register a business, what type of business are you supposed to make, start getting a business account, all that stuff. So maybe some other people who've started a business before, this is like old hat, but to newbies and babies like us, it's like very intimidating. So I really appreciate that they put that all together in one place. And then especially, I'm going to run over to a template real quick. The pricing tools template is amazing. I don't know if you're going to look at the templates too, Tyler.
I was gonna look at the templates.
Yeah, well, I'll just show briefly that they have so many templates in here, but especially the pricing one. This is like a godsend. This is amazing. It's going to save so much time, I can already tell, because it's based on your hours and, what your hourly rate versus how long it's going to take you to make different types of your project. Like they even break out, are you just doing knowledge checks? Are you doing this? What tier of content are you doing? And how long do you think it'll take? And then doing all of that math for you within one Excel spreadsheet so that, wow, that kind of blew my mind. So that's pretty much it for me. I just think there's so much to learn here, and it's just really impressive, the scale of what they've put together.
So one thing that I spent a lot of time on and I thought was really helpful was the community aspect of this. So you sign up, you get access to the templates and to all the lessons, but you also get access to different groups and, different discussions. So you can talk about, learning objectives, do they work? Or you can share what you're working on in, hey, look what I did. And again, the tone is just so friendly and so like inclusive that it really, it's not as serious. So you feel a little bit, I personally feel a lot more open to share things. And I think that's really important in a community, especially, if you're learning stuff and you're kind of feeling your way through it. It's great to have a community that you kind of feel safe and you feel like everybody's learning together. There's also techies over here for technologists. So if you have questions or if you want to geek out about technology, that's where you can go. The community aspect is really great, and I think it's really necessary for something like this, because I know I have a lot of questions, and the way I like to answer questions is to ask people who've done it. One of my favorite modules is the It's Business Time, which is just a great illustration here. But this is sort of, I think, where it gets very heavy. This is where they talk about, LLCs and S corps and did I say that right? S corps.
Sure, why not? You're talking to someone who doesn't know, so it sounds good to me.
Yeah. So they go into different types of businesses and how to declare yourself as a business and what those different, labels mean, which is something that can be so daunting for somebody who's never done it before. And when you make the decision to become freelance, you got to know these things, because one of the things that you have to know is if you're going to be um, an independent contractor, you have to, do your taxes quarterly. So, you need to know these things.
Yeah.
And another thing that's in this is money management and where you're going to put your money and what things to consider when you're choosing like a traditional bank versus an online bank. I personally like to do everything remote and online, and that's kind of how I like to do it. But they give you different options of why you might choose one thing or over another. And something that I didn't really consider was if I want my business to have my name or to be called something else.
Right.
And I haven't really landed on where I want to go with that, but they give so many great considerations for why you might choose one over the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I wouldn't have really thought about.
Yeah, I did look at that part too, and how and they even say, you might want to just start off with your name and then change it later, and then it's like, oh, well, okay, they just have so many different angles for how to approach it, so it's really helpful.
Yeah. And I definitely think the templates are awesome. Like the pricing template is just great. Invoice and pricing, because those are two things that I've kind of struggled with as a freelancer, is figuring out what to charge people.
Mm-hmm.
What is my work worth? And
Mm-hmm.
they gave just some great advice on how to do that and some great tools to use.
And even right away in one of the other segments, they even just say, this is what most people would be charging. And it's like, that's not information that you can find easily on the internet. You know what I mean? Like you can do a
Yeah.
search, but like they're like, well, this is fair. And then if you're starting out, this is a fair starting out price. And it's like, okay, well, I don't have to take it with a grain of salt. I actually believe them that's a fair price,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I just think this site is amazing. I think they're doing such a great service to the instructional design community, the freelance community, and I just want more people to see it and to use it because I think it's great.
Yeah, me too. I really hope that more people will find it and will learn from it.
Yeah. And I hope that their community in the IDLance community, I hope people get involved there. I need to start posting more. I'm going to start posting more in the Hey, look what I did, just
Yeah,
because it's fun to share your work.
it is.
All right. Well, thank you, Tyler, for joining me on this little tour.
Thanks
Um,
for having the idea.
yeah, and I wish Andrea and Parker the best of luck.
Absolutely. Me
All
too.
right. Bye.
Bye.